discrimination against women and girls is not only a basic human right, it also important to accelerating sustainable development. The empowering women and girls has brought a lot of effect and it's helped to increase the economic growth and development across the board. The aim of SDG is to ensure that there is end up the discrimination against women and girls around the world, but some regions still have large inequality in the labor market, with women systematically denied equal access to jobs. Sexual violence and exploitations, the unequal divisions of unpaid care and domestic work, and discrimination in public office, all of these remain huge barriers. To realizing the goal, affording women equal rights to economic resources as land and property are vital targets, so they are ensure universal access to sexual and reproduction health. Working for the promotion and rights of women and girls globally, the main role of UN Women has three roles as to help member states implement this standard. For those countries that request technical and financial support is provided, and to foster effective partnership with civil society. UN Women has developed a series of flagship programs to strengthen its effort and achieve transformative results. Besides that, the role of UN Women are to support intergovernmental bodies such as the Commission on the Status of Women in their formulations of policy, global standards and norms. Member states of intergovernment come together to debate and looking for agreement on global gender inequality norms and standards. Third, the role of UN Women are to lead and coordinate the UN system's work on gender equality. UN Women help enhance effective UN action on the global, regional, and national level. They help to support capacity to achieve gender equality central to program and policy, advocate for gender greater resource, and guide and implement joint development program. UN Women also support global to responsibility for commitment to women and enhancing knowledge about women's status in the United Women. For Malaysia, Malaysia is aimed to achieve high income status by 2020, but Malaysia cannot reach this without women being equal partners and drivers of growth and prosperity for all citizens, due to the reason that a team that has more diverse will produce better outcomes. The women in management will perform more stronger across a range of markers than those with less gender diversity high level.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Chu Suri and my number metric is 263195. And now I'm going to discuss about the background of gender equality and empower all women and girls. So let's start from our first graph. It shows the total population in Malaysia from 2013 to 2018. So based on the diagram, we can see from 2013 to 2018, the total population in Malaysia is increasing moderately every year. So moving to our next graph is the labor force participation rate from 2013 to 2018. For the blue color lines, it represents the male. For the red colors, it represents the female. So for the male labor force participation rate is always higher than the female. This has proved that in this generation, the gender wage gap is still exists. To achieve the gender equality and empower all women and girls, we also discuss about the mean monthly salary and wage of employee in Malaysia from 2013 to 2017. As usual, the blue color is represent the male, red color is represent the female. We can see the male monthly salaries is always higher compared to the female, but both of them are also increasing in every year from 2013 to 2017. Last but not least, this diagram is about the strong female labor participation rate since 2010 to 2018. The trend of female labor participation rate increasing steadily from 2010 to 2014. The average value for Malaysia during that period is 43.65%. In the recent years, the female labor participation rate is increasing. One of the reasons that cause them increasing is in high school and university education are now of higher for women than the men. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day everyone. The topic of me want to discuss is factor of implement SDG 5. So what is the factor of that? The first factor is pay attention to human right. So human right is what? Human right is ensure everyone treated in equality in education and everyone is under protect by law. And here, child marriage are one of the factors are against the human right. In the research, we know that one of the 5 female are married before 70 years old, and then they are bullied by the husband. So the second factor are to group up our economy. So how to group up our economy? Because of that, some women are not allowed by their husband to in the workplace. So if the woman in the workplace, so the economy can boost up because of they can bring the economy value to the market. That's all. Thank you. Ta-da!
Hello everyone, my name is Yojain. Today I'm going to talk about the impact of contribute by SDG 5, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. So the first one will be ending all the forms of discrimination. Ending all forms of discrimination empowers women and girls to contribute to poverty eradication and promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development and promotes women's engagement in shared activities. The second will be limiting violence and harmful practice. So eliminating all forms of violence against women and girls is central to the overall achievement of gender equity, as well as the eradication, poverty, and the achievement of sustainable development, peace, and security and human rights. So the third one will be promoting economic empowerment and financing. So ensuring women's economic rights, including women's equal opportunity to organize for better wages and working conditions, and improving their access, land, and resources, including financial service and control over income, is critical to achieve full and productive employment and decent works and contribute to peaceful and inclusive society. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Lim Hiu Shin and I wanna talk about the strategy to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. My first point is ensuring the quality education between girls and boys. The government developed national policy on women to enhance women's life quality through eliminating the poverty problems and education difference. Nowadays, programs and policy of Malaysia are improving the participation of women actively in making decisions. Secondly, increasing access to employment opportunity and skills for women. The company can provide women's employees with specific skills training or leadership skills. The women can raise their income and finance support through development the business and investment program. Participation of female can also decrease the gender gap between males and females in the economy. Lastly, providing a healthy environment for the advancement of women. Women's Aids Organizations (WAO) provides a safe shelter and telephone counseling to women who are abused. Convention on Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women (CEDAW) provides the basics of realizing equality between women and men, via ensuring women have equal opportunity in education, health, and employment.
As conclusion, gender inequality is a serious problem and it will bring a lot of effect to the country. The factor and effect that has my member explained just now. In our opinion, we agree that increasing in employment opportunity and skill for women is the best solutions for gender equality. As my members say, training their skill can help them to correct their shortness in employment and also can help them improve their performance during working. In addition, strengthen in training for gender equality against women and men also is important because this can help them recognize the role gender play and get the knowledge and skill for gender equality in their daily life and work. Because of this, UN Women suggests that the party can provide the training center to women and men. So, we think that strengthen the training in employment opportunity and skill for women and men is the best way for gender equality. Thank you for that's all for us.